Hey Taurus, welcome to your love reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're all well, happy and safe, no matter where you are in the world. I'm sending you all many happy, healing and high vibrations your way. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading helpful today and you choose to stick around for the journey. If you guys are interested in a personal reading, you can find my contact details in the description box below, as well as all the other information relating to the channel. So the love readings, it could apply to the singles out there looking for new love. You might be feeling challenged right now or simply curious and want to know what's around the corner. It could apply to those in an existing partnership or relationship and you're a little bit in the dark about the next step, what the next move is going to be. There could be a message within the reading here for you as well. You could be in a situationship and the same could apply, or it could have to do with your ex as well. If it does have to do with your ex though, you might want to check out the ex readings. They were released a couple of weeks ago and I'll link them to this video, and the next lot of ex readings will probably be released in the next couple of weeks also. So if that's something you want to know more about, check those readings out. All right, so thank you for the beautiful energy you guys bring to the channel. I'm so appreciative of each and every one of you. Your comments for me are so touching and I feel humbled by them, and I'm so very grateful to be part of such an awesome community we have going on here. Please do continue to comment. It does help me connect with your energy, guys, and I use that for future readings. Plus, I love to know about your stories and who I'm connecting with and what's going on. All right, Taurus, let's have a look and see who I'm connecting with today. Who needs to hear this message? What brings you here? How can I be of service to you today, Taurus? How can I be of service? Let's have a look and see. Taurus. My right leg is feeling a little bit tingly. Don't know if what that's about, but there you go. And I'm feeling the need to take a lot of deep breaths, Taurus. Your patience is being tested right now. You're going through some tests, I feel. A lot of you may resonate with a raven or a crow. Wow. For those of you that would like to know more about what a raven or a crow, what the meaning of them is spiritually, do look it up. Okay, let's jump into it. Let's see, who am I connecting with? What's going on with the beautiful Taurus? Too many, guys. I just want one. Just one for Taurus, please. Just one for Taurus. What's going on in their love life? What's the message? It's just not happening, is it? Is that the feeling I'm getting? Is this where this frustration is stemming from? These delays, and you're starting to get really over it, and you're all positive and stuff, but at the end of the day, like, come on already. That's the type of feeling I'm getting. Honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. Are you waiting on something to come in, a message to come in when it comes to this love interest? So this can apply to absolutely any situation, whether you are getting to know someone and you're single and you want to know what on earth is going on. You're getting mixed messages possibly. You could be in a situationship and you've hit a point where, the attraction has plateaued and the momentum has kind of plateaued, and you want to take it to the next level, but you're feeling a little bit stuck on how to, shift gears, let's say, and ignite further attraction or traction, right? if you're in some kind of a partnership, however it applies to you, it is about, having to wait on the person that you're connecting with. And this could apply, the person that you're connecting with coming around, making a decision, working through this at a pace that aligns with your pace, a pace that you feel comfortable with. They may be taking a really long time to make a decision, and I think it stems from down to taking responsibility to make some sort of a decision or commitment. Whichever way that could go, it's just make a decision. This indecisiveness it's really chipping away at the attraction. Overall, that's the message I'm getting. There is a sense of indecisiveness. It's chipping away at the love. It's chipping away at the attraction. Someone that does not know what they want loses as much value. And if you've put them on a pedestal previously, you may be reconsidering this, and it's frustrating you because I feel that you really invested value in them. You invested energy into them because you saw them through a different lens. And whatever is going on right now, oofed. Oh my God, Taurus, the messages are coming in so quickly. Whatever is going on right now, it's causing you to take a step back, but it's not like you're surrendering it to the universe. You're just feeling frustrated, basically. And the longer this is taking and the clock is ticking, the more your frustration is starting to build. And so Spirit is saying, speak honestly with love and truth. You may be deciding to turn your back on them because basically, you just don't feel it anymore. You just don't feel. It's like I said, it's chipped away at that traction, momentum, the love, the whatever it is, and you may be turning your back on it because you can see that if it's this difficult to make when you come against some challenging situations with this person, if it's this difficult to make these decisions, what's waiting for you further down the track? Let's read the definition from the book though, and let's see what that says also, shall we? Honesty is essential. Love aims to do what is best for another person. Speak honestly, tell the truth about your emotions. There is an opportunity to clear the air and create a positive outcome. Truthfulness is an important part of any relationship. If you are sharing something that isn't real, you aren't being straightforward. When you avoid the truth because you fear how it will be received, you create blocks or walls in your relationships. Work on speaking with clarity, love, softness, and honesty. To get to the truth and develop a stronger bond with your partner, be compassionate about their emotions. Try to be open to what they have to say and avoid personalizing their frankness. A woman faces a masked man who is presenting her with a rose. The mask suggests something. Let me just zoom. There we go. The mask suggests something is hidden or being glossed over. Out of fear of upsetting each other, the woman's turned back could indicate an unwillingness to believe there is more going on than meets the eye. You're responsible for how you communicate with your partner. Be open and connected to create a healthy relationship. All right, so this message tells me so much more. For those that this is resonating with so far, I'm sensing here that there could be fear associated with you kind of accelerating the pace this is going at and really laying it out on the table. You are afraid that it's going to do the opposite of what you're actually trying to create, which is bring them closer to you or form a deeper bond. And I guess it's also really what the most frustrating part is that if you're silencing yourself and you're not communicating at all, Taurus, you feel that you're not upholding your own value and your own worth, and you're letting things slide. If there is a level here of there is more to this person than meets the eye, and they're trying to procrastinate to draw this out so that they can have their cake and eat it too, you can see through that. However, there is this energy, there is this block between you. I want you to imagine it as there is this gap or this space between you, and that space and that gap between you is filled with what you both know and are not talking about. And in order to bridge that gap, that you need to make the effort to put the truth forward about how you're feeling. And you might be finding hard on how you can communicate that without, I guess, scaring them away, or without coming across as blunt, without letting anger, resentment, or fear interfere with your approach, because that's not how you want to present yourself, and ultimately that's not the outcome that you want. You don't want to push them away. So I guess what's really important for you to consider, Taurus, and this is the message that I'm getting. This wall that it talks about here in the book, the truthfulness is an important part of any relationship. If you're sharing something that isn't real, you aren't being straightforward. So the truth is in the energy that I'm talking about, that gap and that space between you. And the more we don't talk about what we're feeling, the more we are of becoming avoidant, and we can't actually lean into the energy of love and tune into that frequency. So when you avoid the truth because you fear how it will be received, you create blocks or walls in your relationship, which is basically what I'm just saying. So speaking with clarity, love, softness, and honesty is important. So, yes, there might be fear associated with delivering a message that could potentially make this person turn the other way, but you really have to consider whether you are going to enable certain behavior that is eventually going to compromise your own value and worth and standards, or whether you're going to communicate it in a way that is open, loving, inviting, yet still upholds those standards. Things such as, I've noticed that you're finding it a little bit difficult to bridge the gap between us from where we're currently at and moving into a more exclusive type of, status. And I'm really ready and I'm very attracted to you, and I can see that we can do some great things together. However, I totally trust and understand that you need to work through things at your own pace. So I'm going to continue doing my life and I'm going to continue doing me while you go and sort whatever it is that you need to sort out. And if this is for you, I know once again, you're going to make the right decision. So you're not telling them what to do. That's just an example. You're not telling them what to do. You're not pressuring them to make a decision. You are still being very respectful of their own boundaries, but you are, oh my gosh, upholding your very own, very high value approach. Now, yes, they may decide that they want to go a different way, but they would have decided that anyway, Taurus. Okay, let's get into this. All right, let's have a look and see. What the deal is here. All right. Yeah, All right, so, the frustrating part, the reason why you feel potentially feelings of anger, resentment, feeling lost, feeling that you can't, it's all too hard and you can't make this decision, feeling that you can't take control of your own life and you're doing things in ways that don't properly represent you, is causing you to, it's really attacking at your self-worth and your confidence. This is really, this whole situation or whatever's going on here is really causing you to question your approach. It's causing you to be calculated. It's causing you to overthink your next step. It's not unfolding organically, and it's not, you know, it feels that it's being forced to, it's almost like keeping the peace and forcing things to stay in a certain way, you know, so that there is no loss. That fear of loss is what is holding you back from speaking your words that truly represent how you feel. And if there is anything I can offer on that for you, Taurus, that might be helpful, if you can just come from a space of your feelings and expressing how you feel without an attacking side. For example, instead of saying, when you do this, it makes me feel like this and that, you could say, at this time I'm feeling scared. At this time I'm not feeling very confident. At this time I'm not feeling, something's not sitting right. You just put the feeling out there. And if someone is really interested, they're not avoidant, and they really want to work on it, they're going to extend themselves and they're going to ask, why do you feel that way? How can I help? What can I do? They're going to want a dialogue. And then that is when you're giving them the opportunity to show up, and they are opening themselves up to the discussion, rather than you coming at them with, when you do this, this is how I feel. They potentially shut down. Anyway, so you're spending a lot of time trying to work on this in a way that you can communicate in ways that keep the peace, basically. That's the bottom line. And by doing this and by trying to understand their motives, what the best move is supposed to be, not allowing yourself to express yourself openly, really openly, you are basically trying to understand their reasoning. The more you try and understand their why, and the more you're trying to understand the answers and find solutions to why they act a particular way, the further away you move from yourself, the further away you move from your own true why, your own motivation, your own space, your own center. And that is when we start to feel lost. That's when we start to feel empty. That's when we start to feel less connected with ourselves, and fear really creeps in. So you need to take that energy back in, drop it into your body, and every time you ask questions on what their motives are, ask yourself, why does it matter what their motives are? What feeling am I afraid of losing? And how can I protect myself and my standards in this situation? What measures can I put in place? Okay, knowing what your why is automatically turns you into the receiving energy and a magnet and that attracts people back into your life, because what you're doing is you're switching up that polarity, and you're taking all those whys, and from reaching out and trying to figure out everything that's going on beyond you and people's motives beyond you, you take that all back and you drop it into your body, and you try and understand your own, you work on yourself, you center yourself, and you become like this pivotal point, okay, where things start to gravitate around, and magnetism starts to occur, right? So that's where you're at right now. So feelings of being lost, feelings of not having clarity, being a little bit overwhelmed, too many thoughts going on in your head, trying to really break down what the situation is with this other person. It's causing frustration, it's causing uncertainty, and it's starting to really chip away at your self-confidence. Really think really try and feel the emotion and lean into it, bring it close to you, rather than being up in your head trying to understand and process. Meanwhile, the person that you're connecting with is definitely disconnecting, you know, and I want you to imagine this. If this is your energy, Taurus, and this is theirs, you're saying, you're trying to energetically understand, why are they doing this? Why? Meanwhile, this person is not ready to respond. And every time they keep moving away. You go closer, they keep moving away. They're not ready to be attracted back into you. Now, taking all that energy back and putting it back into yourself and starting to work on your own why gives them the space that they need to really think about what it is that they want to do. And if they're meant to be for you, Taurus, the faster you apply this, the quicker you'll know. And the less of yourself you'll lose in the process. Okay? So they really need this distance. Maybe they have verbalized it and it's been a discussion. Maybe they've pulled their energy away completely and you've noticed a really big change in their behavior, and it's really starting to cause you to reach out energetically, which is actually repelling them. So we want to take things back to what makes you attractive and juicy and sexy and passionate, and all the things that make you the beautiful Taurus that you are, that attracted this person in the first place. We want to go back to that place so that they can remember what it was to start off with. Now, if you're single, this hits the nail on the head for you as well. So you're looking for someone and really trying to mesh and mold into what suits other people is actually not building attraction. You know, being confident and having your own life and really embracing yourself and your flaws and the positive aspects of you, expressing your feelings from the heart space, being really open about your feelings is what enables an emotional connection. If we're not speaking our truth and we're stuck trying to come up with solutions and we're stuck trying to be analytical and really think about our approach, it doesn't really form an attraction, would it? Attraction comes from the emotional place. So that's something for you there also. Now, let's pull out some tarot and let's see what the tarot have to say. Let's break this baby down. You know what, Taurus, you guys? It just seems like it's just time to come back to you. It's just time to recenter. Just remember, realign. And I feel that all the puzzle pieces will fall as they need to. You might be feeling impatient, but I feel that answers are going to start coming through and you will start to shift out of this energy, you know. You will start to step into a different type of a cycle. You'll start to, you know, move into a space that you're in a much stronger position, depending on how you choose to approach this. Shifting out of this, if you were to apply what I'm seeing here, and you really start to take back that energy and work on yourself, I can see really positive things happening. Belief systems that are outdated, people that do no longer serve you are really going to start drifting away, and things are going to start closing off. You're going to really start I guess defining the type of people you're attracting into your life and the scenarios that are coming into your life, because you're going to become more clear on what it is that you want and where you stand. And so your possibilities and your choices, and I always say that, I feel that people that feel they have a lot of choices, it's because they're open to experiencing so much more. When you've experienced so much more, and this is just from my personal perspective and my own experience, right? When you know what you want and you've experienced a lot in your lifetime, those choices become smaller and smaller. That pool becomes smaller and you become a lot more specific. And so you don't see all the choices out there. You see what's not for you, and you see which connections will take you down a path that really ignites your passion and adds value to your life. And that's what I feel. This is a transition you're currently in, and it's uncomfortable, but stick with it, Taurus. You're just shifting. Beautiful. I love this. I love this. You know what it feels like? It so feels like this is the type of energy that you're dealing with that needs to feel in control of their space. They need what I feel, what I'm seeing, and what I'm experiencing when I think of this person that you're connecting with is they've got this bubble around them, and that's like their weapon. That's what protects them, and I like to have that space around them. And when someone comes up with a pin and threatens to pop that bubble, they immediately start to do what? Run away. They become avoidant, because that's their protection. That's what they have in place, because they haven't worked out how they can work through the emotions and fears that are underlying this avoidant behavior. Now, when you come at them energetically and verbally or physically with an approach that is requesting answers, is requesting them to come up a particular way, measure up a particular way, they tend to shut down. It doesn't mean that they're not interested. It means they go into hibernation because they need to think about it. They need to figure out what their strategy is going to be, how they're going to place their weapon in a position that's going to keep them protected from being hurt. What they need to feel is they need to feel control. So a really good way at connecting with this person is to come from that place of expressing your feelings, but not in association with them, and then making a decision that upholds your value. It allows them to feel that they're in control of making the decision. And I do feel that they really, really care. They can see that the future with you, that you're going to move on. If they don't make a move, you're going to move on. You're going to take this offer that you've given them, and you're going to take it elsewhere with someone that is emotionally available and able to reciprocate at a pace that you feel comfortable and that you can build an emotional connection with right now, because it's now that you're ready. And they're going to see that, and it's going to make them want to really start to set things straight. It's going to kind of balance things out for them. They're going to feel a lot safer and secure when you take this approach with them, and they're going to be attracted back to you. Right? So do you see how taking your motives back, dropping that energy back into your body is going to help them, to give them the space to feel in control, to come in feeling safe and secure. But yes, frustrating, I get it, because you want the person. It's not like you want the person, but you're at different levels emotionally. They're doing a really good job at keeping their feelings under wrap, but trust me, even if they have pulled away from you, Taurus, they really do care about you. They're very compassionate, they're very loving, they're very nurturing. They really want the heart connection, but they want it with the right person. They want to make sure they're making the right decision. Their past experiences has caused them to question their own judgment. And so now they're not as confident as what they used to be. Now, finally, to close this off, guys, what would Spirit want you to know? What support and what guidance on this matter? Breathe. Take it a breather. Focus on self. Center yourself. Pull that energy back in. Think about how you feel. Give it the space that it needs. Surrender it. Like I said at the beginning, you may not be surrendering it willingly. You may be feeling frustrated. Energetically, they can feel this. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, so really become this divine feminine energy of the Empress, who is the nurturer, the lover, the bringer of life. So allow for this person that you're connecting with to come towards you. The Empress does not go anywhere. The Empress, everything comes to her, and all she does is she nurtures it and she brings life to it with the love that she has to give. She fertilizes it. Okay. However, what's needed here is for you to really take a break, take a breather from trying to understand this person, trying to understand this connection, trying to make this connection work. The doer, the pursuer, take a break from that. Take a break from the masculine energy of goal, of reaching a certain destination by a certain time, right? And just take that energy, drop it back into your body and go back into those feelings about yourself. And nurture yourself. Give yourself that love that you're looking for. And immediately you will become that attracting energy that people feel the warmth. They feel the love. They feel that security because they know that what they will give you, you will treat with respect from a loving place and you will nurture it. And that's how you fertilize it and you help it grow. Not only will this take you away from feelings of feeling deceived and that confusion that you have surrounding this situation, it will help you regain control of your own life. And that's what this is about. If you're feeling injustice, if you're feeling that you're being taken advantage of, if you're feeling that you can't make a decision, they're not making a decision, vice versa, and it's because you need to take control of your life rather than the situation. Everything else will fall all those other pieces will fall as they need to fall. All right, Taurus, I hope you found that helpful. I hope you have a wonderful week. Comment below. I love reading your comments, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.